Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Introspective, and with the recent launch of Pokken Tournament, the hype surrounding the game is still fresh and exciting. However, many people are skeptical that this cannot and will not last as a legitimate franchise in the fighting game community. While that may one day be the case, I'm here to highlight 5 reasons why I personally think Pokken will not only last, but succeed greatly on its own and have a huge impact in the FGC. Let's get started. Now this is really the most obvious reason of all, so I'll just get it out of the way, but if you haven't noticed, it's Pokemon. One of the most beloved and successful franchises in history has now made a legitimate crossover into the world of fighting games. Put these two elements together and you have a very intriguing premise that will attract countless buyers who are fans of Pokemon, fans of fighting games, and fans of both. One way to create a long-lasting community is to get people to participate in the first place, and Pokemon does that by default just by name. Pokken will have no problem building a solid fan base because the groundwork was laid 2 decades ago, and it can just bask in the success of the Pokemon franchise. Pokken will succeed because it managed to have its own take on fighting game mechanics. This game is easy to get into, but will take a long time to master, and that's the beauty of its design. With a tutorial that will teach you everything from the basics of movement to more advanced aspects of the game like counterattack, dash canceling, and wall combos, Pokken thrives on fast-paced, situational gameplay that tests you in 2 ways, field and duel phases, and forces you to think on your feet and recall combos in your head when the opportunity presents itself. This game also takes elements of other fighters and blends them into its own core gameplay to create a unique and fun experience that is very easily going to develop its own metas and optimal strategies in competitive play for years to come. Pokken has already shown very early signs of popularity from players in multiple fighting game scenes. Players like Justin Wong from the Street Fighter community and Zero and J-Tails from the Smash Bros scene have already taken interest in playing Pokken at a higher level. Imagine Zero playing Justin Wong in a professional tournament. That alone will build hype for Pokken and put the spotlight on the competitive scene the game will surely harbor. It will also attract fans of different fighting games toward Pokken, adding a new wave of aspiring players and players using their talents for other fighters and applying it to Pokken. Not to mention the early access Pokken Tournament showcase kids who will be playing this game for years to come. It will eventually be the new wave of Pokken players who will take over the scene. Pokken made one of the smartest moves possible for themselves by adding an actual online ranked mode with a ladder of top players. This is the formula that will elevate the casual player into the competitive tournament goer that a community needs to thrive. By inspiring players to, well, for lack of a better phrase, be the very best, right from their own home, people will aspire to push their skills as far as they can, and that opens the door to people becoming consistent tournament players in locals and nationals. I'm so glad the developers added this feature because it will push people to see their name on that top 100 ladder, and that's the spark that players need to forge and maintain a strong and healthy competitive community. Well done, Namco. Well done. Like I said before, this is the Pokemon Company. It burst through the door years ago. It's not a brand new indie fighter struggling to get support on GoFundMe or access to Steam sales. It's an established juggernaut, and that couldn't be more apparent than with its automatic inclusion in the world's biggest fighting game tournament, the EVO Championship Series, with sponsorships and all. The prize pool for this Pokken Major is fat, which is more than enough to get all the pro gamers itching to become Pokken Elite. This community will thrive because it's already exploded out of the gate. Within a month, the fire has been lit. It's gonna go uphill from here, and the hype is already real. Pokken is going to leave its mark, and it starts right here, right now in 2016. I hope you're all just as excited as I am to watch this community grow and flourish into a respectable, dedicated, and amazing scene. Well, thanks for watching. Hope this inspires you to help build and participate in this community. Now get out there and become a Pokken master. Deuces.